So, we're going to finally get to talk Black Lightning. So let me preface this first, okay? Would you agree that when I said that we both watched the trailer, it was your idea to say we need to watch the first episode and just give us the review, correct?
Yes.
Because we both thought it was going to be awful.
Garbage. I thought it was going to be garbage, but it actually kind of surprised me. It had some drama, which was actually kind of decent. It had a decent plot. It made you like the characters, which I think is very important. You just wanted them to succeed, and it had some cheesy action in the beginning. Towards the end, it got better. But yeah, overall, I'd say it was good, but not amazing.
I agree with you. I think it was a very solid
Yes.
first episode. Very solid. It surprised me because I'm coming here thinking the whole thing was going to be cheesy, and I was completely blown away with the fact that it was not that. Like, in the trailer, the superpowers and everything that happens, like the punches, looks awful. But in the actual episode, it's not terrible.
No.
You know what I mean?
The very first time that you kind of see his powers and he's in the club, it's a little meh.
Right.
But it gets better, and overall it was good.
I think what made this so surprising to me is because the trailer tricked me to believe that it was going to be so bad. But then I thought to myself, it's the CW. You usually don't screw up.
Right. They do a pretty good job. Definitely Flash is their top show, and it comes on right after that, and it's kind of, I'd say the biggest downfall. Well, I mean, in DVR, who cares? But it's kind of late. Like, it's kind of a late showing, but it's okay. So I would recommend just DVRing it, watching it later. But overall, it was good. My biggest downfall, I think, was the suit. I think the suit could be better. I would like to see a more armored suit, I think. And I think they were going for an armored suit, but it had all these lights and, like, plastic pieces. I think they should go for a more, like, a Daredevil style, maybe, of, like, armored look, and have, like, some light, like, lights to it, like Black Widow. Like, the lights and, like, the blue lights they had on, I think that was Winter Soldier. I think that would be cool, instead of, like, these plasticky lightning things. Which, the look of it, like the design of it was okay, but it looked a little plastic.
Right.
So, and I definitely liked the backstory. I think the backstory really brought you in, and like what happened, like what made him stop, like.
Right. I really enjoyed the backstory, and I enjoyed the, like, I don't want to compare it because I always compare everything, but like, the Alfred figure, the guy that comes in and says, like, hey, come in here. You always knew that you'd come back to Black Lightning. You always knew. Like, that to me is really intriguing and very interesting on how that's all going to work.
And he's been, like, tweaking the suit and stuff, and, like.
Right.
The suit guy that makes suits.
The suit guy, yeah. And what did you think about the villain? What did you think about him?
He was kind of weird looking, but I kind of liked him. He was very, like. His face almost looked swollen, but it was kind of like creepy. Like, all at the same time, he's got that like big, like red beard.
Mm-hmm.
That creepy ginger.
Right. I think they're trying to go, which this is a terrible thing, but I really think they're trying to go like Fisk a little bit. Like a big baddie that's like, he's big and like he's ahead of everybody. So they're trying to do like a Fisk character. Because like when that guy came in who's like selling all those drugs and doing all those things, he just took him down. He's like, I don't care. And he shoots him with a lampoon and like brings him. I'm like, holy crap! What?
Yeah.
I really liked it.
He like shot him with the harpoon. That was crazy.
And the whole reason that he was saying that the whole reason he quit is because he took that guy down in the past. Remember him talking about that?
Right.
So he did come back.
He killed Black Lightning.
Right.
So that's interesting. I think there's a lot of backstory to play with, which is good. And I like his morals. He's got a very
Yeah.
solid. And he seems like a very solid guy. Like he doesn't back down. Like I don't know. He's like
I would present him as tough but genuine. Like he really loves being a principal. He really loves his school. He doesn't want all the violence and everything that comes in school. Like when they were having a discussion about the metal detectors, and people comes like, "No, we haven't had that in so many years. Why are we bringing that in now?" So he knows what he wants,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's cool.
It is very cool. Yeah, and I like the how his eyes got like all white, kind of.
Right. It's like light and surging through him.
Pretty cool effect. And it has a good plot. I mean, I think it does well in the CW. I think back in the beginning, also when I thought it was going to be terrible too, because they announced it and they also said it wasn't going to be in their Arrowverse.
Right.
I mean, what? So that makes me think, well, they don't like the show that much. Like if they're not going to put it in their Arrowverse, but they're going to put it right next to their like superhero.
Right.
Like, they put it right after the Flash, so they're obviously they're getting views off of the Flash, obviously.
Right.
So, why wouldn't they want to add him in the Arrowverse? And after seeing the first episode, I think that they should. Like,
I totally agree. I can totally see like him coming in, or like Flash coming in, or Green Arrow saying, "Listen, we need help here." Like how Flash and Green Arrow do that all the time. They go to each other's place and they're like, "Hey, we need help." I could see him fitting in that. He's very confident. He's not as corny as I thought it was going to be. He's not corny at all, in my opinion.
No, he's
like,
not.
They could make him really corny, and he wasn't.
He was awesome. Like like the guy that they got to play him, he nailed it. Like, nailed it. I thought it was gonna be super cheesy and like, I know most people wouldn't agree with me, but I didn't like Luke Cage, and I thought it was gonna be kind of like Luke Cage a little bit, but it wasn't. It had its own feel, and it was a lot. I thought it was a lot better because
yes, absolutely. I think that Black Lightning presented it better than Luke Cage did. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And I liked. I didn't know a lot about Black Lightning, but I liked how I did some research, and his two daughters actually have powers. They are Thunder and Lightning, and they showed the one have at the end of the episode start to feel her powers.
Right.
And I thought that was pretty cool. So I think they'll delve into that throughout the seasons, and I think they'll both end up being their own heroes. So.
And I always give a series a nod when they give you every episode they give you a little bit of a what's happening next episode, and they did that perfectly. It wasn't too much, but it was enough to say, oh, something's happening.
Right. Like I see that episode. It's gonna be
which makes me say, okay, I'll probably watch the second episode of Black Lightning. Like it's probably gonna happen.
And I hope they end up doing a crossover with
Me too.
Black Lightning, because I mean they did it. They ended up doing it with Supergirl, and this year's the first crossover of this year was awesome. Crisis on Earth X was so good, such a good crossover. So I mean, I hope they end up green lighting a crossover with him, and I hope to see some good seasons out of the show. I think they have great potential, and I hope they nail it like they did The Flash. I think The Flash is their best show at the moment. So yeah, unfortunately, Arrow's kind of going downhill in my opinion, but they're bringing it back a little bit. So I think, good potential.
I think that for me to be drawn into a good superhero TV show, you need to have a great superhero and you have a great villain. Two things that are just like, man, both sides are interesting, because you always have that thing where let's see what's checking on the villain right now, or let's check in on the superhero, how they're interacting. And right now, for the first episode, they nailed that, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I hope it doesn't get like dull down or boring or like what's happening, because I could see the potential of this whole like the ex-wife saying, or the ex-wife wanting him to not become a superhero, become something where it's just like over and over. I hope it's one of those things where it's just like, I'm doing it, period. Like, this is how it affects. Because you see this, like, game of her going, thanks for helping my kids. But then I can see her coming back and saying, why did you do that? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want that to drag.
You don't want stupid drama. There was a good amount of good drama and a good plot, which sometimes with superhero stuff is usually the problem, is the plot. And it's going down a good path. So hopefully it continues that and it doesn't get too dramatic on stupid stuff like, oh, you can't be a superhero.
Right.
But we'll see.
Yeah. Overall, I'm excited about it. I'll definitely be watching the next episode. Definitely. We'll go from there. So.
Sounds good.
Any other thoughts?
Hopefully we can watch the whole season and maybe have a recap of the entire season later.
I'm up for that. Yeah. Think it happen?
You know, you actually have to watch all the episodes, though. This guy, he's not even caught up on Flash, guys. Give him a hard time.
Listen, I have a kid, but that's no excuse because I didn't have a kid before and I could have been able to catch him. Stop. Anyway, he does have 2 kids. That's literally not an excuse at all. It's just me trying to make myself sound better, but in reality, it's not good at all. At all. So
you have an excuse for the last episode, and that's it. The one episode before that you should have watched.
I totally should have. I'm almost done with sorry. I'm almost done with season 3. Literally that close to season 3, almost done. Then
Good. Get it done. Next season, we're doing every episode.
I'm in. So, our hope here at Hero Parking is to do more episodes within the new year. We're hoping to try to do it every 2 weeks, did we decide? Was that right?
Yeah, I think something like that. And hopefully we can get in like every new show that's happening and maybe some shows that are going on still.
Right. So that's our hope for the new year. More episodes, more things, and probably more through Facebook. Because like I was discussing with Ben earlier today, YouTube is having its issues. I'm not saying we're not ever going to do a post on YouTube, but this seems to be the format that works best for us at the moment. So why not embrace it? So there you go. Any other last words?
If you guys have any comments or want us to talk about anything, just leave us a comment below and we will answer all your questions.
Yeah. We'll feature it in the next episode.
Because we're amazing and we know everything superhero.
That's true. And I'm caught up in all the shows. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, guys.
All right, later.
Later.